Hello everyone and welcome to another video on Happy Tales. Today we are going to be talking about all the pros and cons of having a Rottweiler. The Rottweiler is a calm, self-assured and brave dog. Their confident personality means that they don't tend to make friends with strangers very easily. You almost have to prove to a Rottweiler that you are worthy of their trust and friendship. They are a fearless working breed and are one of the earliest noted police and military dogs. Some Rottweilers are more serious, whereas others are more playful and clown-like. But, generally speaking, Rottweilers are inquisitive judges of character who like to sit and watch while they figure out what your true intentions are. Interestingly, Rottweilers actually almost became extinct in the late 1800s when smaller dogs were bred to have similar traits and abilities. I for one am sure glad that they didn't, because they are a beautiful breed and they are absolutely devoted to their families. So, if you're looking at adding one of these gorgeous dogs to your family, or you just want to know a little more, then you've come to the right place. Stick around where we go through everything you need to know about the Rottweiler breed. Let's start by going through all the pros. Number 1, they are extremely loyal. Rottweilers are one of the most loyal dogs you can ask for. They would do absolutely anything to keep their family and loved ones safe. If you provide your Rottweiler with a happy, loving home, they will provide you with a very strong loyalty and bond with your family. Number 2, they make great guard dogs. I think this one goes without saying, but Rottweilers make great watchdogs and guard dogs for your home. Not only do they have incredibly keen senses, they also look very intimidating themselves. Whether or not your Rottweiler is just a big bundle of love and affection, they're sure to scare off any unwanted guests simply by making eye contact with them, and even the friendliest of Rottweilers can become incredibly aggressive and vicious when it comes to protecting their family and home. They are typically noted as fearless dogs that do not just bark or run away in fear when presented with a dangerous situation. They will stay there, headstrong, and protect everyone with everything that they've got. Number 3, they are quick learners. Rottweilers are known to be very quick learners and quite easy to train. Of course, this does come with a strict setting of boundaries and letting them know from the moment that they come into your home that you are the alpha and not them. But once this is established, they are very good listeners and can be taught to do a variety of commands and tricks very early into their lives. Number 4, they can make great family companions. Rottweilers tend to cop a lot of judgment and people don't think that they should be allowed to be around children. But this kind of thinking is very small-minded, as absolutely any dog breed is capable of being a wonderful companion for all, including children, as long as they are trained properly. I personally grew up with 2 Rottweilers in the early years of my life, who then went on to have puppies, and they were mine and my brother's devoted protectors. In fact, our parents used to jokingly say that it seemed as though our female Rottweiler thought that my brother and I were her own children as well, and they would have done anything to protect us. It is just as important that children are taught to treat dogs with respect as it is to teach dogs to be patient with children. Number 5, you can take them out on a variety of adventures. Rottweilers are strong and agile and can be great companions to take with you while you do vigorous outdoor exercise such as hiking. Number 6, coat care is quite minimal. Although they do shed, weekly brushing minimises the amount and makes it a lot more manageable than a lot of other large dog breeds that do shed. Number 7, they are actually quite easy dogs to own once trained. Despite their large size, when trained correctly and given plenty of exercise, Rottweilers are quite easy to manage and can be wonderful chilled out dogs. Of course, it does require hard work and consistency to get them to that point. But for the right parent willing to put in the hard work, they will be rewarded with a wonderful devoted companion. Whilst Rottweilers do have many pros, it's also very important to be aware of the negative traits that come with the breed in order to make an informed decision about whether or not this is the right breed for you. So now let's have a look at some of the cons involved with having a Rottweiler. Number 1, you have to be strict establishing pack leadership. It is absolutely vital that a Rottweiler is not given the ability to become the alpha of your pack. A Rottweiler that isn't taught rules from young and given consistent training throughout his life will likely begin to take charge and think that he is the boss of you, and that can be a dangerous thing. Number 2, they are not a good option for a first-time dog parent. This kind of ties in with the first con, but only an experienced dog parent should get a Rottweiler, as they are a very dominant breed and they require consistency and patience when it comes to their training. They need a very assertive yet calm approach to this as well, so it is not always appropriate for a first-time dog owner to get a Rottweiler because they can quickly lose control. This is speaking generally though, and at the advice of experienced Rottweiler parents and trainers. It still can be possible to successfully raise a Rottweiler as a first-time dog parent, it is just not encouraged. Number 3, the issue of public perception. Although they can be the friendliest of dogs with the right training, it's no secret that Rottweilers are highly judged by society, meaning that you may find people do discriminate against their breed when you take yours out in public. People may cross the road or turn and walk the other way and may not be comfortable letting their dog anywhere near yours. Ecuador has a full ban on having Rottweilers as family companions, and other countries such as Ireland, Portugal, Romania, Malaysia and Singapore all have very strict restrictions in place. But if it is legal in your country and you want nothing more than to have a Rottweiler, don't let this be the reason that you do not get one, because as I have mentioned throughout this video, they 100% can be trained. Number 4, you need to be careful what breeder you get them from. This is highly due to the fact that Rottweilers are still bred to be working dogs. If you want more of a guard dog with a much more protective personality, then you need to find a breeder that specializes in that temperament. But most importantly, if you want a dog that is more family friendly and good around children, you want to find a breeder that breeds dogs with that temperament. A lot of personality traits and behaviors are inherited from their parents, so you must keep this in mind if you are looking to get one. That being said, there is no guarantee that you can get the perfect personality you are after because at the end of the day, they are working dogs with working dog roots. So keep this in mind if you are wanting a Rottweiler to have specifically around children. Number 5, they require regular exercise and consistent training throughout their whole life. Rottweilers are absolutely not suitable for apartments or houses with no backyard. It is a necessity that they get regular exercise as part of their daily routine and that they receive constant training to keep them busy and obedient. You should never allow a Rottweiler to become bored or feel as though they have no job. Please note it is important to not over-exercise a young Rottweiler, as doing so can cause their bones and ligaments to wear down or grow incorrectly. Number 6, they are large and heavy. Rottweilers can grow to weigh up to 60 kilos and be 26 inches in height, so they are very big dogs. This makes them not a great option for elderly people to have or families with very young children, unless of course they are strictly trained from a young age, but even then, they can definitely still accidentally hurt someone just due to the fact that they are so big. Number 7, there's less room for error. Unfortunately, being such a big and dominant breed, there is little room for error when it comes to accidents such as biting, and people tend to be less than forgiving. It's a very different scenario when a little dog bites, as they aren't able to cause as much damage. If for some reason your Rottweiler does bite, even if it is not their fault and they are acting in defense or for some reason like that, other people and city councils are more than likely not going to give you a second chance. So it's vital that you think about this and be sure that you are ready to take on the commitment to ensure to the best of your ability that this does not happen. Number 8, potential animal aggression. Although Rottweilers can definitely grow to get along with other animals in their own family, this does not mean that they will get along with other animals outside of their own home. Some show predatory behavior towards cats and other small animals. Many Rottweilers particularly also are aggressive towards other dogs of the same sex. It's very important to correct the first signs of aggression as soon as they happen, because if you don't, this bad habit is sure to become worse. As with any dog, it is important to do plenty of research into their breed and your breeder before making the commitment. A Rottweiler, however, requires a lot more hard work to keep them happy and obedient in comparison to, say, a cavoodle. It is also necessary that you research the laws in your country to see what they're like in regards to having a Rottweiler in your home. The right person can be a wonderful parent to a happy and healthy Rottweiler, but they are absolutely not the right breed for everyone, so be sure to take all of this into consideration before you decide to bring one into your home, because both you and the Rottweiler deserve to be happy. Disclaimer: please remember that dogs are a huge responsibility and that when you get a dog, you are taking on the responsibility to care for that dog for the rest of its life, not just for while it is a puppy. Dogs are never an appropriate gift to get for someone as a surprise gift. If you are shopping for a dog or puppy, only ever buy one from a registered reputable breeder. And lastly, please do consider adopting rather than shopping where you can. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know down below in the comments, what do you think is the best name to give a Rottweiler? Mine were called Samson and Delilah.